Energy and Environment, where they're seventh in South America, and Health Tech, where they're sixth in South America. Hello, Lucas. It's nice to see you, and thank you for taking the time today.
Hello. Hi, can you see my presentation?
Yes, we see it.
Okay. Well, first of all, thanks very much for giving us the opportunity to present our ecosystem. I represent the Cordoba Agency for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Uh, Let me say a little bit about where we are. We are in Cordoba, which is we are in the center of Argentina. Argentina has 24 regions or states, and Cordoba is the second largest economy of Argentina in terms of its contribution to the country GDP. We are nearly 4 million people living in our region. In terms of our productive structure, Cordoba is a complex economy with a variety of competitive productive sectors, such as agricultural, food manufacturing, automobile, medical devices, aerospatial, ICTs, among others. One particular strength of our region is that we are a university hub. There are 12 universities in our region, which host more than 250,000 students. Just to give you an example, in the city of Cordoba, the population is about 2 million, and more than 200,000 people are university students. That means that the city and the province has a strength in research. There is a strong technological scientific systems. There is a lot of collaboration between academia and the private sector. Out of this, nearly 60,000 firms are located in the region. Nearly 3,000 are in the knowledge economy. Just here you have a number of indicators showing that we have a lot of technological centers, R&D groups, research projects going on. In terms of researchers per 1,000 inhabitants, we have a larger rate than Argentina, the national average, and then Chile, just to give you an example. And in this context, the agency, Cordoba Agency for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, has been in operation since 2017. And the mission of our agency is to promote the development of entrepreneurship and innovation in our region. And we do this through a different set of tools, policy instruments, like the funding, ecosystem development tools, etc. We are proudly the only regional agency who are members of the Latin American Network of Innovation Agencies, which is supported by the Inter-American Development Bank. Just to give a brief description of what we do, we have funding programs, ecosystem development programs, open innovation programs, and we also have a strong interest in monitoring and evaluation. So we are pretty much interested in gathering information about how the ecosystem is evolving and what is the impact of our programs. Just to give you a quick picture of main indicators of our thriving ecosystem, we have in our agency 23 programs and initiatives, more than 400 incubated startups, more than 70 co-invested startups, more than 100 accelerated startups. In terms of organizations, about 23 incubators, 7 accelerators, and 8 venture funds, 10 chambers and clusters. In terms of our co-invested startups since 2017, there have been 74 startups where the agency has co-invested with the private sector. The private-public investment ratio was 2.2. That means that for every dollar invested by the agency, the private sector has invested more than twice the amount invested by the public sector. This is a small ecosystem, but it's a quickly growing ecosystem. Our portfolio valuation is about $250 million. The type of programs we have consider that the startups, once they succeed, they can actually return the funding provided by the agency. And we have already 3 startups which have returned the funds. We, as a measure of success of our programs, 44% of the startups supported have raised capital after the investment by the agency. 55% of the startups supported have started to export. On average, we talk about an average startup of 16 people in their enterprises. So what are the main industries you see here in this graph? Agtech, 25% of the co-invested startups are in the agtech sector. And this is why then we have health tech and biotech. Those are the most competitive industries, and this is closely related to what are the most competitive sectors in our province in terms of productive sectors I mentioned before. And then just to finish, I go to Rio Cuarto. Rio Cuarto is a small city in the south of our province with only 280,000 people living there, but which is very strong in the agtech industry. 65% of the startups are in this in Rio Cuarto are agtech. Out of the the co-invested startups, 75% are in agtech, and this is a strong industry in the region of Rio Cuarto, where they have a small ecosystem but with high potential. So there, I stop here, and thanks very much for your attention and the opportunity you're giving us to present our ecosystem. I stop here. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lucas. It was great to know more about Cordoba and also, the city surrounding it and the great things that you've done for the ecosystem. I
Thank you very
hope
much.
you have a great day.
You too.
Okay, so we've been staying in Latam for a few